Alright folks, welcome one and all to Let's Play Romance of Three Kingdoms 11. I am the mysterious JG. We are well on our way to conquering China, so let's try to keep the momentum rolling. It's the start of a new video session. What's happened in the LPing world since the last time I recorded? Mr. British Gamer, I think is this, or British Gamer, Mr. British Gamer has started an LP of this game, or rather he hasn't actually started yet. He's got his call for volunteers video up on his channel, which means that if you are watching my LP and you joined in the fun too late to be a part of it as an officer, and that really is bumming you out, well, I certainly would encourage you to keep watching anyway, because I appreciate all the views and feedback I can get. But you can, if you'd like, also join in the fun of Mr. British Gamer's LP, where you will have an opportunity to become an officer. Mr. British Gamer and Larry I Hate You would both have, I guess you could call them rival LPs of this going. Larry I Hate You's, last I saw, it's been a little while since he posted a new one, but he's still going. And, which means that you might have an easier time catching up than on mine if you're just now noticing it. I'm over 100 videos in, of course. He's doing Rise of Heroes. Don't know what scenario Mr. British Gamer is going to do, but it looks like Rise of Heroes might be it, because he's going to let people vote. For some reason, people always vote for Rise of Heroes, because it gets all the officers in there, even though, personally, it's cooler to do one of the historical ones. That's just my opinion, of course. Your mileage may vary. And, what else was I going to say? Yeah, Mr. British Gamer's, the funny thing about his is that he was sort of, have never seen one of his LPs. I've got to correct that one of these days and watch one of his LPs all the way through. But checking out his video, he seemed like a fun enough narrative presence in his, teaching you how to create a character video. And of course, he's playing the PC version. I'm the only one playing the PS2 version, and I don't say that like I'm bragging. The PS2 version is inferior in a couple of ways. I think they're minor ways, but definitely the PC version is a little bit flashier. But no, Mr. British Gamer's playing the PC version. He was telling people, good techniques to use, good skills to give their officers. I think I've unlocked more skills for officers than Mr. British Gamer has. Of course, Grimithar is chastising me if he's unlocked more skills than I have for officers. So, again, I'm not bragging here. It's just a slightly different skill set to choose from between these LPs. And he was telling a lot of people White Riders is an excellent skill set. And as a result, he's already had several people apply who all want to have White Riders. And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, White Riders was like Gongsun Zan's skill in Romance of Three Kingdoms 11. Gongsun Zan, who's one of the rulers in the north, Gongsun Zan would be like up in this part of China, up here. And, like, typically, this is often the very last city I conquer in a play will be Zhang. This is one of the cities that tends to be the very last one you take, because it's geographically isolated. I mean, if you start over here somewhere, the last city you take may end up being Wuwei. Last city you take may end up being Yunnan. Typically, Shu, the last city you take is either like Huaji down here from Wu, or I'm doing a different strategy this time, but yeah, Jiangping tends to be the last city you take. If you've got South cornered, that's the last place you can retreat to. But this is kind of where Gongsun Zan started, and he was eventually gobbled up by Yuan Shao's forces, who kind of start up here. And Gongsun Zan was he was a major warlord in China. I think Liu Bei was even working for him at one point, or Liu Yan, or something like that. And this is where Zhao Yun started. And the only thing poor Gongsun Zan had going for him was he had White Riders, which was a special. The skill is named after the fact that he was supposed to have an elite cavalry force made up entirely of like thoroughbred white horses. And like the riders themselves weren't white; they were a bunch of Chinese guys, but the horses were white, and that's why they're called the White Riders. All this poor guy had going for him was that and Zhao Yun, and Zhao Yun ditches him and goes to Shu eventually. Well, I guess Gongsun Zan had collapsed by that point. But yeah, the poor guy, and now he's got like a. And I'm not trying to criticize Mr. British Gamer, I just think it's amusing. He's got an entire army, like a legion of officers, all of whom have White Riders, special cavalry skill, and Gongsun Zan's like, oh, come on, guys, that's mine! Anyway, let's get back to my my LP, the one you're actually watching right now. Let's continue with it. I guess I'd ended a turn and I hadn't moved on. Must have ended the turn and then been ready to save. So let's see. There's not a whole lot going on. I've retaken Guandu. A lot of fighting went on up here. I'd like to think that I'm sucking off troops, as they say, har har. But in fact, the next big push, I think I'm gonna have to try to attack Ping Yuan. Maybe try to attack Ping Yuan and Yi, yay, at the same time. Though honestly, Ping Yuan looks like it's gonna be a lot easier to take. They expect the big assault's gonna be on Yi. Now Yi it's quite a distance for troops to travel, but a force marching out of Liang could attack Yi, or a force marching out of Chen Liu could attack Yi. And yeah, it's kind of a long way to go, but it could happen. Puyang needs to be built up a bit, and it's the logical place from which to attack Ping Yuan. So yeah, I don't think I'll be taking any cities in this video. I don't think I'll be conquering any cities, but I will be positioning myself for a push into the northern heartland. This is, I think I've pretty much Chen Liu. Let me look at the map and think about it. I believe that I, at one point, was playing the campaign where Cao Cao kind of establishes himself. I think this is where he started. So yeah, I've taken over Cao Cao's like original city. He's expanded so far. He still has a pretty vast empire, but I've taken over his original city. Anyway, let's keep going here. Stop jaw-jack, and there'll be plenty of time to jaw-jack while I'm taking my turn. Baronet Elementa did something. I don't think he died. I would have gotten a special noise if he died, but what else has happened? Grimithar is not leaving. So, you know, I sang Goodbye England's Rose when I thought he was leaving. You know, a snatch of it or two. But now he's not leaving. Oh, I shouldn't say the word snatch when I'm talking about a song dedicated to Marilyn Monroe. But anyway, no, or England's Rose is dedicated to Princess Di, never mind. But either way, Goodbye Norma Jean was dedicated to see very different songs, folks. But yeah, Grimith is not leaving after all. Some suckers gave him money through PayPal or whatever. I mean, you know, hey, I guess, you know, good for them for keeping him around for the rest of us, but whatever. Anyway, no, but what was I thinking? Yeah, Grimith is sticking around, so I guess in tribute I would have to sing one of his favorite songs. I was born here in the city, where you live from day to day. City life won't be that pretty. If you fall, that's where you'll stay. Wait, I probably got the lyrics wrong, but the point is, in the city. He does love that song. Anyway, Zhang Liang I've cornered. Yeah, so it's, he's not leaving. Grimith isn't leaving, apparently. Yay, although people are pushing him to leave by apparently leaving dickish comments on his Sim Ant videos. So, you know, grow the fuck up, people. This is supposed to be his hobby. It's cool if you want to support his hobby, but, you know, you don't own Grimith. So, you know, stop acting like you do. You're going to make him leave again. Yeah. Falger would never disrespect Grimith. Falger's way too fucking cool for that. He's going to set the greatest strategist of all time who doesn't actually belong in Three Kingdoms of China on fire. And he doesn't get counterattacked because the tactic worked. Yay, that's the real reason I used that tactic, folks. I am going to try to breach him and force a duel. This will involve setting my own troops on fire, but what the hell. Now go! Like you've never gone before. And they're, cool, their will is like zilch. I might be able to capture this guy, which would be pretty cool. I don't know if I'll be able to hold him prisoner. He doesn't have a high enough war stat to, like, escape with action plans and action fighting, but he does have like the highest intelligence score ever, so he can probably like trick his guards, make them confused. Oh, we're confused. Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, White Riders. See who's in this unit, folks? Who has White Riders? Why, it's Oh, Ma Chao has White Riders. What the fuck? I thought White Riders was a, I thought White Riders was Gongsun Zan's. No, he's got Divine Cavalry. Insight. Oh, I hate you. Zhen has White Riders. Well, you see, that is the kind of skill that a created officer would have. Because they stole it from Gongsun Zan. So let's get further away so that I don't station my troops in there, because I don't really want to station all my troops in there. I'd much rather send some sword units in there after I've taken over. Taken over the port. Q captured. The other thing that's happened in the LP world, I suppose, is that there was an amusing, it's a one-shot video, which is always nice because you don't have to dedicate a ton of time to it. But Grimmeth did an LP of Oregon Trail, completely different version of the game from the one I remember as a kid. But yeah, I had the honor of traveling with the Grimmeth on the Oregon Trail, and if you want to see how it went, you'll just have to see for yourself. I did not come out that good. What kind of troops have we got in here? Do I want to march them out? I've got cavalry. Do I want to leave this place completely abandoned? Probably not a good idea, really. But I don't want a ton of cavalry in there. I'm gonna launch an invasion, I'll do it later. Oh god, the next turn some of these same officers might march out with the idea of attacking another city. But right now I want them to get back, get a chance to have their troops drilled, get some more will, that kind of thing. Will is down to 90 because it's an average of all the troops in the city. Wow, 100,000. Did I? Oh, he gave me the troops will be lost message and I just ignored it, didn't I? Ah, shit. Well, it couldn't have been that many. And the last group that went in there was a tower unit, so that's not too bad. Should have marched out sword troops before I went. Damn. Jing Sai leading those units? No, I don't think so. This guy will be fine, because all I want is to make sure that there are some troops stationed here. I'm not going to leave the officer with them. I do not believe these guys will be able to get by an attack. While there's 0 troops here, these guys might be tempted to launch some kind of attack, but yeah, I want to hold that place. Alright, well at this point I can go ahead and drill new troops, or recruit, and then drill and whatever else. JG Mystery, hanging out with Jing Sai. Together at last. Clearly, these two are always meant to be the best of friends. Best friend. I wasted a bunch of action points that I should have saved for this place. What the hell was I thinking about? Anyway, let's get some officers in here to start building Puyang. Runan is in pretty good shape here. They got 11 officers, including Wei Yan, and some towers that are unlikely to come under attack from Cao Cao, and will be able to hold things off for a while if they do. Shao Chun has got other problems, like its ongoing war with Wu and its efforts to hold this port with its ludicrous number of troops. There's Ling Tong, who has betrayed Wu. That happened a long time ago, but I'm still surprised every time I see it. Excuse me. 10,000 troops there and no officer. Wu could, like, you know, concentrated siege of that port would work, but it doesn't really have the strategic acumen for that. Meanwhile, what do we got up here? This would be a place to put the mint, and then some markets around it. And there's got to be other places for stuff. Put a granary here with some farms around it. Let's do that. Let's get going on a granary. That'll take 40 days though. Let's get going instead on no, let's do a market. Yeah, let's do a market. And these guys hopefully will not attack it. Go up the market, it would be my pleasure. I love domestic stuff. Don't think otherwise just because I appear to be a crazy warrior man. Alright, we gotta keep Wei Yan hanging out here, but it's probably not necessary to search. No, not search. Why do I keep selecting search? There are people that I can hire. Zhang Chunhua. Yeah, Sima Yi's wife is not going to work for us, probably ever. Unless we capture Sima Yi. Even then, he might say, I can never face my wife if I switch sides. I'll be like, yes you can, dude. You're Sima fucking Yi. You just tell her what's what and she'll follow suit, I'm sure. These are some, like, this Jan Ren guy seems like a good officer. I don't know why he hates our force so much. Hey, Eugen! Alright, so let's move some guys over to Pootie Tang here. Pootie Tang. Some guys with decent pull. Sun Bin, Jiang Chong, Bai Yi, Ma Liang. And we'll leave guys with decent war like Yang Dayang and Wei Yan here. Because they're in Zhurong. We'll leave them there to defend the city in case Cao Cao decides to do something. But we'll move a bunch of pole officers over here to start doing some development. Get Pu Yang going. Zhu Chang, in the meantime, also has more officers than it really needs. We could probably move a couple guys over there. Just to keep it going. Guaning, you can stay put. Guys with decent pull scores, that's what I'm really looking for right now. Liu Bei could probably go over there, actually. Be there on the front line. He's a really good all-around officer, so should be able to take care of business. You guys building up more equipment and stuff, right? Yeah. And that's gonna be it for this turn. Only thing to really keep an eye on, I guess, is this guy, and if anybody's going to march on Guandu. Zhang Liang. Mythical Chinese strategist dude, Zhuge Liang, supposedly his spiritual successor in some readings of the novel. He's trying to get out, and it's not going to work. He has a super high intelligence stat. Not scat. He does not have super intelligence scat. That would be interesting, but that's not what's going on here. He has a super high intelligence stat. Sadly, the AI makes him just as stupid as anyone else when it comes to going all the way over here and attacking this port and not reacting at all when forces came up here to take the city he came from, so he's completely cut off. Did not really react to that in an intelligent way. Now, he's hiding out in forests. That's pretty smart on his part, because it means that I can't use ranged attacks. Now, I am also a Falcher who could kick his ass in a duel. Which is why there's no chance of him accepting. He's got no more will for me to sap, so... Anyway. Here I go. Even less chance of a duel with any... Jin Yang, he might duel Jin Yang, but he'd have a good chance of winning. Be a really stupid duel for me to get involved in. It'd be kind of fun though. White Riders! Somebody in this group have White Riders too? Pang Day has White Riders. Alright, never mind. I thought it was just an exclusive Gongzong family thing, but looks like I don't know. Not for the first time, and probably not the last. Looks like I don't know what I'm talking about. Now, Jin Yi, yay! Continues its military buildup. Sun Wukong's kick-ass spear unit will continue its retreat into Zhenliu. Troops that cannot fit into Zhenliu will be lost. Are you sure? No, I'm not sure. Shouldn't have recruited more troops. 4,402. Oh man, just barely they won't be able to fit in there. Ah, frickin', I'm only losing a couple hundred troops. That was stupid. I shouldn't have done the double recruiting, but I didn't realize I still had that unit left to come. I forgot. Zhao Yun gonna take over the city. Does he outrank Zhang Fei? No, he doesn't. Three-brother nepotism. These guys are not apparently as slick as Zhang Fei's group because it had like I don't know who else in it, but it had some good pole officers apparently because alright, so it's gonna put the granary here and have farms all around it, so there we go. Almost at 5,000 TP again, folks. That will allow me to get another whatchamacallem thing. Technique! I'll be able to research elite something. Probably elite crossbows. I think I've already got cavalry and, excuse me, spears. But I don't really remember for sure. Look at that there, Sorkineo. You get to hang out with the rising dragon, or sleeping dragon, and the fledgling phoenix. Sorkineo, if you are a Dynasty, I don't know if you're a big Dynasty Warriors fan or not, but you are totally hanging out with the smartest dudes ever. Good for you, man. Well done, you've earned it. Stop clicking the same thing I just failed at. No. No. He's the frickin' Emperor of Han. The Han Emperor wants you to join his force. How can you say no to the Emperor of the Han? You guys are fucking crazy. Ling Tong, you'd be a good catch, but, no. Wooji! Play some San Andreas. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas when we recruit Wooji! Come join our army, Wooji! Alright, so, recruit, and inspect. And then we're going to be out of soldiers over here because I transferred too many people away. I can still waste a bunch of action points there. I don't waste it exactly, but, recruiting has increased the troop numbers and blah 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 blah. Wasn't she supposed to die? I thought I got a message saying that she didn't have long to live. I was all worried about Liu Bei. Because, he is not in a position to get with Sun Shengjiang's sweet, sweet self. Because, she's disappeared from the list of officers, which I've got to assume she's dead. Now, Sun Nicola is still alive, although I think Sun Nicola is, I think that's short for Nicholas, and he's a male, yeah. Sun Wukong is on my side. Now 9-inch nails, 8 halos. Hey! 43 years old, super cool. She is a senior officer. Could we get those two hooked up? Maybe we should try that on the next turn. She can be the new Shangjiang. She can get married to Liu Bei in a political alliance. That will end tragically when we have to go to war with Wu eventually, because we will. That is inevitable. Baima Castle. I remember that as being like a Dynasty Warriors battle, so there must have been a battle at Baima at some point. Is that where Tian Wei died? I don't remember. Oh no, Han Juan of Changsha is dead, folks. But Qing Liang Yu's intelligence has gone up, so that's more than makes up for it. Only the market is complete. Liu Bei has now shown up. It's like, brother Zhang Fei, what up, my brother? Oh no, super long distance, super attack, potency and stuff, and more action. Still no use of strategy is allowed here, crap. You guys are so screwed. Will you guys have the honor of capturing this guy? No, he's going to escape. Damn it. That was his lead. That was Cao Cao's lead strategist. That would have been quite a feather in my cap to capture that guy. Alright, dude, you, Luo guy, whatever your name is. I want you to move back. You know what, we don't even want you to move back to the city you just came from. We want you to move to Puyang, where they need people. Even people like you. It's got good intelligence, but in all other ways pretty much sucks. I'll depart for Puyang immediately, you jerk. Thanks for insulting me. Yeah, we lost some troops, but not a whole ton or anything like that. We can drill. Now Sorkinel's hanging out with, like, Guan Yu and shit. He's like... he's dropping names and stuff. He's, Sorkinel's kind of, elite Hollywood celebrity right now of ancient China. No, you can't recruit people. Nobody can recruit people. There's no one here. Yes! He can hire Liu Yi. Let's see if anybody can hire one of these other guys, though. No one can hire her. No one can hire him. So let's get Liu Yi. Why don't I take charge of these orders? Zhuge Liang successfully employed Liu Yi. Liu Yi shall aid Liu Bei, like Liu should. Just like a younger should now. Sorry. Creepy. Maybe Liu Yi will... no, I don't think Liu Yi is even available to take action yet on this turn, so let's give him some money. Give me his money. He's going to give some money. Alright, 97. I don't need to inspect. Some more crossbows going. Another super-powered horses unit. Awesome. And I wasted a bunch of AP that I should have saved for this city, although it should be able to do something here. Let's get some development going. Let's work on a market, or a mint first. Doom Screamy and Jushu, two of the great officers of all time, and whoever that other guy was, get to work on a mint. Meanwhile, Liu Bei, the Emperor of Shuhan, he is the Son of Heaven. All benevolence flows from him. He teaches a lord to be a lord, which teaches a mayor to be a mayor, which teaches the father to be a father, and the son to be a son. All authority, all righteousness flows from the man who makes the sun rise and set. He brings the rain to nourish the crops, and he's going to build a granary with his own blessed and heavenly hands. And some other guy's going to help him out with that too. And then we can get another market going with I hate you, Zhang. Yeah, we got the horse crew here. It's like take a break from leading massively powerful cavalry units and build a market. And at this point, we can still develop, but all we got left is Zhang Bei, who is much better off raising order. Calm yourselves. Okay. And that's going to be it for Han's army this turn. Yay! It's continuing to kind of build up its defense. They do not seem to... they seem to have realized that they're not going to be able to take Guandu. Possibly they've noted that there's now a big naval fleet on the way. Although those guys still have a long ways to go. Where the hell's my transport unit with all the boats? Came out, I believe, of Jiangyang. So they probably went... good grief. Just trying to figure out where they are. Can't even find them. They might be closer than I thought. That might be... ah! That might be them here. What if they're from District 3. Let's see what they have. Unit info. What are they transporting? Tension. Yeah, this is the ship transport unit, and it is on its way to... Chen Liu, they've actually come most of the way. They've had a long journey, folks. Let's watch them continue along on their journey. Yeah, not too many more turns left before I've got a big-ass navy there. Pu Yang is now crawling with officers, ready to build all sorts of stuff. Probably want to get started on military facilities for that area, actually. But you know what? I probably want to end the video, too. So, this might be a little on the short side, folks. But I'm just trying to keep an eye on my timer and make sure that I can keep these videos in the 30-minute range. I had mixed results with that in the past, as you well know. Alright, folks, that's Guan Lu, which means it's time to wrap up this video. When we come back, I'm going to continue building up Pudiyang City. And from there, we are going to launch an attack across the river that I believe is called the Huanghe, but might be completely wrong about. It might be a few videos before we're ready to do that, but we're going to surge north, as I've said many times now, across Yuan Shao and Gongsun Zan's old territory, so that Cao Cao's last refuge will be trapped between us and Wu, which should stop us from having to go to war with Wu before I'm done with Cao Cao. At this point, we're a big enough force, we can easily go to war with both countries at the same time. I'd just rather not have all that different stuff to coordinate on every turn. So, yeah, we'll keep making progress in the next video. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next time.